Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Though Bola Tinubu's government has not really emphasized on fighting and chasing after corrupt leaders who were in the previous administration, EFCC is still doing what they are known best to do, and this time around they are going after governors. And the most shocking aspect of it is that they are going after some of the governors who have shown some level of loyalty to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the big question is the boss actually in charge? Some of them, their cases had started before now, but right now they are in the middle of a very serious investigation, especially as it has to do with money laundering and also corrupt practices. And I'm going to share with you some of those who are currently in the grip of the EFCC, that's Economic and Financial Crime Commission. The first in the list is actually Ekiti State Governor, former Ekiti State Governor. At least we know that Ekiti State people gave Bola Ahmed Tinubu reasonable vote. But guess what? The former governor of Ekiti State, fAyemi, is currently being investigated or interrogated at the Zonal Command Office of Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) in Ilorin, Kwara State over an alleged laundering of 4 billion naira. And those who have been privileged to having idea about what is going on says that fAyemi actually arrived at the EFCC facility at about 9:40 today, which is Thursday. And it has also been reported how fAyemi, through his lawyer Adiola Omotunde, senior advocate of Nigeria, pleaded with the EFCC to allow him to present a book in honor of the former President Muhammadu Buhari on May 19 before honoring the agency's investigation for questioning over money laundering allegation and confirming the development on Thursday. One of the people who are privy to the information said that fAyemi arrived at our Kwara Command Office at about 9:40 a.m. today. Our operative are currently grilling him over alleged misappropriation of 4 billion naira. Just one person eating 4 billion naira. And when I heard of that amount of money, I'm just thinking how useful it would have been to Nigeria if these guys had put aside greed and allowed these monies to be used for the development of at least the infrastructure of the individual state. Now, the person went further to say that I'm not sure whether he will be released today or detained. However, he's not the only former governor that's currently being probed by the commission. When also contacted, the spokesperson for the anti-graft agency, Wilson Owojaren, said he couldn't speak concerning the development. My brother, right now, the way things are, it's best that people don't talk about it. And also, it has been reported that the whole issue started in May 12, when EFCC asked the ex-Ekiti governor to appear before the head of a zonal command office in Kwara, Nigeria's North Central, to answer questions bordering on money laundering activities. According to the letter issued by its zonal command, Michael Ezekwe, the EFCC requested that Mr. fAyemi appear before it on May 18. But then another person as a follow-up later through his legal counsel, Adiola Omotunde, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria, dated May 15, which was cited. Also, fAyemi said he was one of the organizers and reviewer of one of the books published in Buhari's honor. According to the info, they said that our client is in receipt of your letter of invitation dated 12 May 2023 for an appointment on Thursday 18th of May 2023. He said our client is engaged on 18th day of May 2023 as he is preparing for a public presentation and launching of 2 new books in honor of President Muhammadu Buhari that titles State of Repair, How President Muhammadu Buhari Tried to Change Nigeria for Good by Anthony Goldman, and The Legacy of Muhammadu Buhari. Despite all of that was done, he was still being brought before the office of the EFCC today. Meanwhile, aside from fAyemi, EFCC had also said that it was also investigating the former governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawalle, on allegation of corruption, award of phantom contracts, and diversion of over 70 billion naira. You heard me well, 70 billion naira. I mean, these guys do not have any single love for this country. And I feel that if there's anything that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should do, which will even help to pay off some of the debts that are currently hanging on the necks of Nigeria, is for them to go after the governors. These guys squandered money as if it's no other man's business. They did it as if Nigeria, or let me say the coffers of their state, was actually the legacy that they were promised before they were born. It's really disheartening. The other guy who is currently being tried, talking about Kayode fAyemi, his own is just 4 billion naira. And, when I heard of it, I said it was really much. But this guy's own, talking about Matawalle of Zamfara State, 70 billion naira, bordering on money laundering, and also escalating, or let me say huge amount of contracts. This is disheartening. Now, the most interesting part of this is that Matawalle himself seems not to be happy with the development, being accused of looting such amount of money, and he's even trying to play supervisory role of the EFCC by telling them also go after others. I'm not the only person, go after others. You understand? And that really provoked EFCC, I must say. I'm going to read to you what the Director Media and Public Affairs EFCC Osita Nwaja said on behalf of the chairman of the agency, Abdul Rashid Bawa, who talked about that issue. And he says here, it is intriguing that Matawalle would want to take on the role of a supervisor who tells the EFCC whom to investigate. Is this a case of a thief saying he must not be touched until other thieves are caught? The real issue with Matawalle is that he is being investigated by the EFCC over allegation of monumental corruption, award of phantom contract, and diversion of over 70 billion naira, the money which was sourced as a loan from an old generation bank purportedly for the execution of projects across the local government areas of the state, was allegedly diverted by the governor through proxies and contractors who received payment for contracts that were not executed. The commission investigation so far revealed that more than 100 companies had received payment from the funds with no evidence of service rendered to the state. Some of the contractors who have been invited and quizzed by the commission made startling revelation on how they were allegedly compelled by the governor to return the funds received from the state coffers back to him through his aides after converting the same to United States dollars. They confirmed that they did not render any service to Zamfara State, but were allegedly directed to convert the money paid to them into United States dollars and return to the state governor through some of the commissioners, notably the commissioners in charge of finance and local government affairs. And then they made mention, he went further, talking about the media spokesperson of EFCC. He went further to name one of the contractors involved, and he is actually a popular Abuja property developer. And they said he collected 6 billion naira on a 10 billion naira contract without rendering any service to Zamfara State. Also noted that another contractor collected over 3 billion naira for a contract for the supply of medical equipment, but the commission traced the payment of 400 million naira from his account to a Bureau de change operator. The contractor confessed the payment was to procure the dollar equivalent alleged for the state governor. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. And then the media man of EFCC went further to say, he said, as part of the extensive investigation on contract awarded by Matawalle's administration, especially for the Phantom project in the local government area, the commission has recovered a sum of 300 million naira from a company, Vessel Nigeria Limited. The funds were traced to the Zamfara investment company. The EFCC investigation is the source of anxiety in government house, Gasu, with the governor in mortal dread of his fate once he steps down as governor on May 29. In Nigeria, state governors and their deputies enjoy immunity from criminal prosecution while in office, a reason the EFCC has yet to arrest Governor Matawalle. The EFCC is also probing a former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, for alleged corruption over 14 properties both in Nigeria and abroad, and 400 million naira among the allegations. The properties include hotel, apartment, community, Burj Khalifa, lying being and situated at plot 160 municipality number 345,756 to Sky View building number 1, property number 401, floor 4, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, were reasonably suspected to have been derived from unlawful activities. My God, I mean, we are ready to hear more of this, because I must say that corruption in Nigeria has been the reason why this country is suffering the way it is suffering. I feel that if EFCC will forget about running after Yahoo boys and facing these ex-governor and bringing them to book, not because we want to see them behind bars, because that is not important right now. Looking at the economic situation of this country, it is not important for you to put them behind bars, because we are so sure that in the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 year, you're going to release them. We are not interested in that. What Nigerians are interested is ensuring that every kobo stolen by these so-called former state governor are recovered adequately. I mean, adequately, at least we are looking at 99% of those money should be recovered, even if it means selling off their properties. To ensure that that is done, Nigerians will give you guys a huge thumb up. But I guess what? Unfortunately, all these guys that we are hearing of were strong supporters of Bola Tinubu during his campaign period. But however, it seems as if Tinubu do not want to talk about that. He's facing the issue staring at his face. That's what